held by gravity, not by myth. Try this. Stare at the ceiling. Imagine it falling. Does your heart race? Our brains blur fear and fact, myth and science. The legend lingers, but science lights the darkness, forever changing what we believe. What if the world's most beautiful volcano was born from a heartbreak so intense, it shook the earth itself? In the shadowy mists of Bicol, locals whisper of Daragang Magayan, the maiden whose beauty rivaled the mountain's perfect cone. She fell deeply for Panganoran, a brave warrior whose courage matched her grace. But their love was doomed by Pagtuga, a jealous rival whose envy sparked a deadly clash. Their tragic tale erupts like a storm of arrows and tears, ending with Magayan's death beneath the weeping skies. As her lover mourned, the earth trembled and swallowed her whole. From that sacred place, Mount Mayon rose, its flawless shape said to be her eternal resting place, and its fiery eruptions the fierce spirit of her passion unleashed. Here's the twist. Mount Mayon's eruptions are driven by tectonic forces deep underground, where the Philippine sea plate dives beneath the Eurasian plate, fueling its fiery heart. Psychologists suggest myths like this help us process grief, turning chaos into beauty and meaning. Try this quick experiment. Picture your own heartbreak as a volcano. How might your emotions reshape your inner world? Next time you gaze at Mount Mayon, see not just a mountain, but a living story of love, loss, and the powerful science beneath. Like, subscribe, and leave a heart if this tale touched your soul. What if I told you a terrifying moon-eating dragon could reveal the secrets of your mind? In Visayan myth, Bakunawa is a monstrous serpent who rises from the sea to swallow the moon, plunging the world into darkness. Locals would bang pots and shout, hoping to scare Bakunawa away, and miraculously, the moon would return. But what if this story is more than just a legend? Picture Bakunawa as your fears or anxieties, those moments when darkness suddenly takes over your thoughts. Psychologists call this shadow work, facing the parts of ourselves we usually try to hide. Here's a quick experiment. Recall a time you felt overwhelmed. Did it feel like something huge was blocking your inner light? That's your personal Bakunawa. The myth teaches us, instead of running from our dragons, we can confront them, just as villagers face the beast. Scientifically, this mirrors how our brains process fear. By naming and facing it, we reclaim control. Here's the twist. The moon's phases symbolize growth after darkness. So next time you're in your own eclipse, remember, transformation starts by meeting your Bakunawa head-on. Like, subscribe, and drop a heart if you dare. Imagine a tree so massive its roots plunge deep into the underworld, while its crown stretches beyond the clouds. This is Kaluwalhatian, the Tagalog world tree, a cosmic bridge connecting different realms. But what if I told you this ancient myth reflects how your brain organizes reality? Think of the tree's trunk as your spine supporting your body, its branches as your thoughts reaching upward, and its roots as your deepest fears anchoring you to the unknown. Picture Asian horror cinema scenes, thick fog winding around gnarled roots, shadows flickering through moonlit leaves, and ghostly figures lurking just out of sight, capturing that primal fear of what lies beneath. Now, try this quick experiment. Close your eyes and imagine walking beneath Kaluwalhatian at midnight. Feel your heart quicken. That's your amygdala, the brain's fear center, activating just as ancient Tagalogs might have when envisioning spirits among the roots. Psychologists call this the fear response, a survival mechanism shaped and reinforced by myths like Kaluwalhatian. Here's the twist. Neuroscience shows that storytelling rewires your brain, helping you face fears and grow braver each time you engage with these tales. If this journey into myth and mind fascinated you, like, subscribe, and comment a heart below. What if I told you the world's most perfect volcano hides a tale darker than its molten core? In the shadowy jungles of Bicol, villagers whisper of Daragang Magayon, a maiden so beautiful she bewitched the gods. When her lover, Panginoron, was slain by a jealous rival, her grief unleashed a storm so fierce that the earth cracked open. From the chasm rose not just a mountain, but a living creature, Mayon, the volcano, her fiery heart forever burning with sorrow. Picture the night, thunder snarling, trees bending, and the ground trembling as spectral beasts, Tikbalang with horse heads and glowing eyes, danced in the ash-laden winds, echoing Magayon's cries. But here's the twist. Mount Mayon's perfect symmetry is real, sculpted by centuries of relentless eruptions and lava flows. Psychologists say our minds crave meaning in chaos, so we birth legends to explain nature's fury. Try this. Picture a volcano's eruption. Do you see anger or heartbreak? Our brains link emotion to nature's violence. Next time you see Mayon, remember, science and myth are both ways of taming the world's wildest wonders. Like, subscribe, and drop a heart if you felt the fire. Imagine waking up to a world swallowed by water. Shadows flickering as monstrous river serpents coil beneath the surface. The Ilocano tale of the Great Flood begins here. A cosmic deluge unleashed by angered spirits, sparing only a few who listen to mysterious warnings. But what if this legend is also a psychological experiment, testing how we perceive danger and believe the unbelievable? Picture a quick exercise. If you saw the signs, a sudden silence, animals fleeing, would you trust your senses or wait for proof? Studies show humans often ignore subtle cues, a phenomenon called normalcy bias. The Ilocano survivors acted differently. They trusted their instincts, a lesson echoed in disaster psychology today. Now, visualize the legendary creatures, the Bakunawa, a serpent so massive it eclipsed the moon, scales glistening under stormy skies. Was this horror a memory of real floods, perhaps ancient tsunamis, or a way for communities to explain the unexplainable? Here's a fact bomb. Scientists have found flood layers in Philippine caves, matching oral histories. So, was the legend just a story or a warning encoded by ancestors? Like, subscribe, and comment with a heart if you're fascinated by the power of myth and mind. What if the key to humanity's origins was hidden inside a giant bamboo? Picture this. In the haunting silence after a great flood, a bird lands atop a colossal bamboo stalk. With a single peck, crack, the bamboo splits open, and out emerge Malakas, the strong one, and Maganda, the beautiful one. This is the Tagalog myth of Malakas and Maganda, a tale echoing the birth of the first humans. But here's where science enters. Just as the bamboo splits to reveal life, modern anthropology shows that all humans share a common ancestry, our DNA branching out like shoots from a single stalk. Psychologists say stories like these shape our identity. The myth's yin-yang balance, strength and beauty, mirrors Carl Jung's concept of anima and animus, the masculine and feminine within us all. Want proof of our bias toward pairs? Try the dot experiment. Show 2 dots and people see a face. Our brains crave duality. Imagine the scene, a misty jungle, strange birds, and shadows flicker like an old Asian horror film. And here's your twist. The bamboo's split is also the split in our minds, forever seeking connection. Like, subscribe and drop a heart if this story made you see humanity in a new light. Ready for a glimpse into cosmic horror? Imagine the night sky crackling with thunder as Mangandusa, the Tagbanwa god of the heavens, watches from above. In the legend, his realm teems with shadowy creatures, long-limbed spirits with eyes like glowing embers, their forms shifting like mist in moonlight. Their elongated fingers caress the clouds, each movement echoing the tension of a nightmare. But why do these images haunt us? Science reveals our brains are wired to fear distorted human forms, an effect called the uncanny valley. When something looks almost human, but not quite, our amygdala fires off alarm signals. Want to try it? Stare at your reflection in dim light for 1 minute. Notice how unfamiliar your own face starts to feel. That's your brain triggering fear to keep you alert. The Tagbanwa people described Mangandusa's creatures as both protectors and punishers, teaching respect for rules and the unknown. Here's the twist. Modern psychologists say these myths help us process fear safely, turning terror into awe. Like, subscribe, and comment with a heart if you want more of these haunting tales. Did you know the legend of Malayari, supreme deity of the Sambal, hides a psychological secret? Picture Malayari, shrouded in mist, eyes glowing like embers, voice echoing through the mountains. Traditionally, Malayari controls harvests and storms, but scientists see this as a way ancient people explained unpredictable nature. Here's a quick experiment. Imagine Malayari judging your deepest fear. How does your body react? That's your brain's fight or flight response. Here's the twist. Malayari may symbolize our struggle to master uncertainty, like subscribe and comment a heart if you felt the chill. Ever wondered why legends haunt us? In the Bicolano myth, Gugurang, the light bringer, faces Aswang, the master of chaos. Picture dramatic shadows. Gugurang's fiery temple versus Aswang's eerie forest lair. Psychologists say these gods mirror our own minds. Gugurang as self-control, Aswang as temptation. Try this. Resist a treat for 10 seconds. That inner tug of war, that's your Gugurang and Aswang battling. Here's the twist. Embracing both sides helps us grow. Like, subscribe and comment with a heart if you felt that spark of insight. Imagine walking through the misty forests of Arayat, where Apung Sinukuan, the mountain's mysterious guardian, is said to appear in shifting shadows. Here's a quick experiment. Stare at a dark corner in your room for 10 seconds. Did you notice shapes moving? Our brains, wired for survival, often see patterns where none exist, a phenomenon called pareidolia. Ancient Kapampangans interpreted these shapes as spirits or monsters, fueling myths like Sinukuan. Now, what did you see? Your answer reveals your own hidden biases and fear triggers, like subscribe and comment a heart if you enjoyed. Did you know our fascination with giants links to the psychological concept of the uncanny? Imagine fog rolling across ancient Ilocos, where Angelo and Aaron, towering siblings, strode through forests darker than nightmares. Their footsteps carved rivers, their voices echoed like thunder. But envy grew. Angelo's shadow always loomed over Aaron. Try this. Close your eyes and picture a loved one growing impossibly tall. Does awe or fear win? Their rivalry ended in tragedy, reminding us that even giant bonds can break. Here's a twist. Many cultures share giant sibling myths. Why do you think that is? Like, subscribe and comment a heart if you enjoyed this tale. Imagine the universe born from a cosmic love story. Captain, god of the sky, and Maguayan, goddess of the sea, their union creating land and life. Now here's the twist. Modern science reveals our world also emerged from chaos, with cosmic dust forming planets. Try this. Close your eyes and picture your mind as a vast ocean meeting an endless sky. Notice how your thoughts drift like islands between them. Psychologists say myths like this help us process the unknown, giving shape to our fears. Here's a fact bomb. Every atom in you was once cosmic dust. Like for more mythic mind journeys.
What if a monster wasn't just from nightmares, but from the tricks your mind plays? The Bakunawa, a serpent from Filipino legend, was said to rise from the sea and swallow the moon, causing eclipses. Picture villagers, shadows flickering, staring up as the moon vanished. Here's the twist. Scientists believe our brains fill gaps in visual info, especially during strange events like lunar eclipses. Drop a heart in the comments if you love chilling tales. Next time you see a shadow over the moon, remember, your brain might be conjuring monsters. Like and subscribe for more mind-bending legends. Imagine the universe as a dark, endless void, until Bathala, the supreme god, cracks a cosmic egg, birthing light and life. But here's the twist. The egg isn't just a story. Psychologists say eggs symbolize potential and rebirth in our minds, much like how dreams help us process new beginnings. Try this. Close your eyes, picture a glowing egg, and imagine what you'd create from it. Did you feel hope or fear? That's your brain responding to the unknown. Bathala's myth isn't just legend. It's a mirror for how humans confront chaos and invent meaning. Like, subscribe, and comment a heart if you enjoyed this journey. Ever wondered why tales of dwindling, tiny, eerie spirits still haunt Filipino forests? Science suggests our brains are wired to spot small, moving shapes in the dark, a survival instinct from ancient times. Imagine walking through misty woods and hearing faint laughter. The dwindling are said to lure wanderers with promises of treasure, only to lead them astray. If you love chilling folklore, drop a heart in the comments. Try this. Stare into a shadowy corner. Your mind may conjure movement. Plot twist. These stories may have helped keep children safe by keeping them close to home. Like and subscribe for more. Ever wondered if your brain can create monsters? Let's dive into the sigbin, a creepy Filipino creature said to lurk in shadows, feasting on unsuspecting victims at night. But what if I told you science explains this legend? When you stare into darkness, your brain fills in gaps with familiar shapes, often turning shadows into monsters. That's called pareidolia. If you love unraveling legends, drop a heart in the comments. Here's a quick twist. Studies show over 60% of people see faces in shadows. Like and subscribe for more spine-tingling science. What if the chilling legend of the manananggal, a winged creature splitting in half to prey at night, is rooted in science? Imagine lying in bed, paralyzed, as a shadowy figure hovers above. This isn't just folklore. It mirrors sleep paralysis, where the brain wakes but the body can't move, often triggering terrifying hallucinations. Drop a heart in the comments if you love unraveling mysteries. Here's the twist. The brain's fear response creates these vivid nightmares, making the manananggal feel real. Like and subscribe for more mind-bending stories. Ever wondered if your brain can trick you into seeing ghosts? In the Philippines, the San Telmo, fiery orbs floating through the night, has terrified generations. Imagine a misty rice field, then suddenly, a glowing ball dances above the ground. Scientists say these sightings might be bioluminescence, like fireflies, or burning swamp gases. But here's a twist. Try staring into darkness. Your brain will start creating lights that aren't there. If you love spooky science, drop a heart in the comments. San Telmo proves our mind's power to turn fear into glowing legends. Like and subscribe for more. What if your brain is hardwired to fear the Tiyanak's cry? Scientists say we're biologically tuned to react to a baby's wail. Our instincts scream to help. In Filipino folklore, the tiyanak lures victims by mimicking a helpless infant, but when you approach, it transforms into a monster. Imagine hearing that cry in the dark, heart pounding. Would you go closer? If you love chilling folklore, drop a heart in the comments. Here's the twist. Studies show that even recordings of baby cries spike our stress hormones. Like and subscribe for more spine-tingling science and myth. What if I told you there's real science behind the kapre's haunting, smoky presence? In Filipino folklore, the kapre is a giant who sits in old trees, shrouded in thick tobacco smoke. But here's the twist. Research shows that certain smells, like smoke, trigger vivid memories and even hallucinations in our brains. Imagine walking alone at dusk, catching a whiff of something strange. Your mind fills in the shadows. Drop a heart if you love these chills. Try this. Recall a scary scent from childhood. Surprised? That's your brain, not a monster. Like and subscribe for more mind-bending legends. Ever wondered if your eyes can conjure monsters? Science says yes. And the tikbalang, a half-horse, half-human trickster from Filipino folklore, may be proof. Picture this. Lost in a misty forest, shadows twist and shift. Locals say that's the tikbalang, leading travelers astray. But here's the twist. Psychologists call this pareidolia, where your brain turns random shapes into familiar forms. Want to test it? Stare at a clouded mirror in low light. Faces may appear. If you enjoy chilling tales like this, drop a heart below. Here's a shocker. Tikbalang sightings spike in foggy areas, proving our minds fill in the blanks. Like and subscribe for more mind-bending stories.
Shadow creeps across a silent village as Apalakay, the Filipino sun god, rises, his fiery gaze feared and revered. Elders whisper that his wrath brings insomnia, his mercy, restful sleep. Imagine, every morning you awaken with the sun. Is it Apalakay's blessing or something deeper? Psychologists ask, close your eyes, picture sunrise. Do you feel calm or anxious? Science reveals our circadian rhythms are dictated by sunlight, not spirits. Yet as dusk falls, can you truly separate myth from biology? Tonight, when you struggle to sleep, whose power do you believe in?